I'm going to switch to your scene just now. Put your audio on as well.
Cool.
There we go. They should be able to hear us now. Hopefully you guys can hear us. Hello everyone. Alright, so yeah, just get started whenever you're ready, I suppose.
Alright. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Pokemon White2. Any percent. So I'm going to be playing on normal mode. And at the start here, I'm doing some RNG manipulation. I do this by starting my game at a certain time and holding like some specific buttons. I also have to hope that I get the right timer 0 value, which is basically like a random value. There's like 6 different ones the game can choose, and I have to hope it chooses the right one. But the probability of getting like each timer 0 is different for like every seed. For mine, it's like pretty likely I'll get the right one. So hopefully this won't take too long.
How long did it take you to find this seed?
Okay, so that's wrong. It didn't actually take too long to find this one. For Drillbur though, it took a very long time. I had to search through a lot of years of seeds. Because basically,
makes it sound like you were just sitting in front of your computer for several years trying to find out your...
Yeah. Basically, in this game, and in the whole of Gen 5, everyone who runs it has to work out their own manips, because it's based on your DS MAC address. So, if you want to run this game, you've got to work out your initial seed and your Drillbur seed, and do all of that. And up until recently, there was no way of doing it on emulator, so you had to test it all manually on console. But luckily there's a way of doing it on emulator now, which saves a lot of time. But it's still quite hard to find good seeds because of timer 0.
Yeah, shoutouts to Project Revo TPP for that Lua script. It's really saves a lot of time from manually testing on console.
Oh, I think I started that too late because my seconds are really low. Sometimes I don't turn my DS off in time to hit
Yeah,
it.
it's actually quite challenging to turn it on and off in 7 seconds because of the delay.
Yeah, sometimes it gets like stuck.
It's not too bad if you sort of in a rhythm resetting, but just like having to do it suddenly can be hard.
Yeah. So the way the RNG works in this game, there's like 3 different RNG things. There's the IV RNG, which advances every 128 steps. There's the PID RNG, which does like the nature and the ability of the Pokemon, and the encounters, and that advances like when NPCs are moving and stuff. And then there's the Battle RNG. Damn it. Alright, which we can't control at all because it uses like mic sampling and stuff, so it's impossible to manipulate.
Yeah, unless you just hold your breath for 3.5 hours and go in a vacuum or something. But we're not quite there yet.
Yeah. So this manipulation...
That really would be pay to win.
This manipulation at the start is for getting a good Tepig, and also for manipulating the encounters. Tepig's actually not going to be my main Pokemon for the whole run. I'm going to be getting a Drillbur later, and I'm going to do a similar manip for that.
Yeah, this is one of the games where the change from game time to real time, which allowed save and quit, really helped for. The game is a lot faster now with the capability to manipulate Drillbur.
Yeah, because if you watched this run 2 years ago in the marathon, you'll notice Garfield used Emboar the whole way, and that was because before we could manip Drillbur, I think Emboar and Excadrill were kind of like around the same time. Would you say?
Yeah, they were pretty close, but it was just so difficult to get a Drillbur. Like, you have to get it in dust clouds, which randomly pop up, and the dust clouds can just give you other things that aren't Drillbur. Like, they can give you shards or onyx, and then the Drillbur can be in a certain level range. So like higher levels are obviously better, and you know, the Drillbur you catch could have bad stats. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. It was just a very inconsistent way of doing things.
Yeah, anyone who's tried to route out a Drillbur seed knows how hard it is to find a level 19 Drillbur.
Yeah.
Like, even if there's one in your seed, it's still hard to find it and get that particular bit of movement.
Because the PID RNG can advance by like 2 things, so it just skips over the frame that you want, and then it's just, you can't get it without doing some weird things. So set all my options there, you know, the usual fast text and everything. You can't set L equals A in this game, which is unfortunate. Don't know why they took that out. Then here you just the second option there, it's faster to say no, but I just mash A and B because like then it's faster, because it barely makes a difference. I think it's just faster to mash A and B and just see whichever one you get. But there are quite a lot of yes/no text boxes in this game, even though they don't really make a difference to anything. So I've got to do very specific movement here to advance my PID RNG so that I get a naughty nature on my Tepig. And I'm not going to go over 128 steps, so the IV RNG won't advance, so I'll have the correct IVs. And the IVs that I'm going to get are 31 HP, 29 attack, 31 defense, 29 special attack, 31 special defense, and 25 speed. And the reason I don't have all 31s is because I'm not going to be using Tepig for very long, so having 29 to 31 doesn't make any difference. Apart from with HP, you want 31 for that. Not giving it a nickname here because I don't use it for very long enough, and the text is really fast in this game, and nicknaming is quite slow.
Yeah, for some reason that nicknaming text box just takes absolutely forever.
Yeah, and it also advances the RNG, so if I gave it a nickname, then my manip would be ruined. But yeah, the reason I have 25 speed is because I purposely let Lillipup on Cheren outspeed me. If you have 26 or higher, then you speed tie it. But I want to let it outspeed me because that just gives me a more consistent fight for getting into Blaze and killing it. Otherwise you just have to like hope you win the speed tie, and that way I just can get more runs going.
Yeah, I'm a little bit insane. I like taking risks like that, but Crafted's a bit more sensible than I am. Did you mention what nature Tepic was? I might have missed it, but...
Yeah, it's naughty nature.
Naughty nature.
So I can check my stats there to make sure I got it. But I've got like a really big window for talking to Bianca, because
You're very lucky.
yeah, well, I actually have 2 Tepigs in a row. So I can hit either one, and then they still give me the same frame after the battle. So whichever I hit, I'll still be able to do the encounter RNG. So there's like a 20 frame window or something for me to press A there. So it's free.
Yeah, that's pretty much just pure luck when you're get it all line up like that.
Yeah. You've got to like...
'Cause it can be really finicky.
Yeah,
you can have like a 2 frame window or something sometimes.
Yeah, you just got to test different movement until you can find one that works. And luckily you can do that on an emulator now, and it's a lot better.
Yeah, because before you couldn't even see what the window was, you just had to sort of get a feeling of what it was.
Yeah. So here I'm going to get the running shoes. So I can go fast. And I've got to do this movement correctly so that I get the right encounters. Gonna talk to this girl because otherwise she just sees you and it's just faster to talk to her. Going in the middle here because Bianca's in the middle, so if you go on the right then you take like an extra step walking, which is slower than running.
Yeah, thankfully the RNG doesn't run in. You can do some pretty hard movement and not have to worry too much.
Yeah, the RNG doesn't advance in that little thing, and in a lot of places, like during text boxes, it never advances unless you have snow, which I won't have because it's autumn, which is lucky. So you could manipulate everything quite easily.
Yeah, the seasons make a minimal difference to the amount of time you make, but it's more important to just find a date where you can manipulate a good Pokemon.
Yeah, and no weather is important.
Yeah.
Do you have the same season for both seeds?
Yep. But
Yeah,
my
I was trying to do that.
But my Drillbur seed is very far away from my Tepig, because I did it after. Ideally you do your Tepig, no, your Drillbur before, because that's the harder one to find.
Yeah, I've been looking for Drillbur seeds, and then I'm going to try and find a Tepig seed that's the same day. Ideally.
Yeah, that's the ideal thing to do.
That's the dream, yeah.
And I did manage that with my old Drillbur seed, but then because my initial seed was in winter, I had snow in this town here, Flossy Town, and the snow, because it's like randomly generated, it would make the RNG advance during these text boxes. And this was before we could test on emulator, so I didn't realise that was the issue. And I spent like 2 weeks testing this one seed, not understanding why it was so inconsistent.
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing. I would never have thought of that.
The thing is, I thought it was something in that town too, but I just never actually tested it, because I just thought, oh, I must be doing something wrong, but no. So yeah, this is the first trainer fight, pretty easy. Also, I talked to this guy. Usually with minute movement, you don't want to talk to people, because you can't talk to them on the same frame easily. But the RNG is not running here, so I can do that. I will run in front of this one though, to make it consistent. Oh yeah, another thing about the seasons, it's kind of better to have a season in spring or autumn, because then Pidove is 25% here, so it's easier to find one, and you can get level 2s, which you can do a lot of damage to and easily catch in those seasons. Oh, and winter has that as well, but winter has the snow, so don't do winter.
Does winter always have snow in Floxy Town, or is it just on certain dates?
I don't know, but I would avoid it because
I think it might always have it because it's just that kind of light snow.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, okay. Didn't kill Pidove. There's like a 1 in 16 chance that I kill it there, if I get the highest range possible. And I could also crit it. Alright, yeah, it's like 95% to get in at that HP. So this is obviously
the harder one to catch though, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's obviously for fly. You don't need many HMs in this game. You only need, to beat the game, you actually only need strength and surf, but obviously fly speeds you up a bit. And we're going to get a Psyduck for strength and surf. So on this fight, I'm going to tail whip turn 1. This is because after you hit this guy once, he comes out and like says something. So if I tail whip it, that gives me a chance of getting a crit and skipping that text completely. Then Odor Sleuth, which is completely useless.
I don't think we talked about why you pick Tepig as your starter in this game.
Oh yeah, Tepig is like the best at taking out the early game, which is what you need. It's also the best at like taking out the whole game. It's better than the others, but the early game, it's like way better at as well, which is what we need.
If you could beat Berg with the Drillbur, it might be close with some of the others. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But just because of the later game fights would be different, and Drillbur might have an easier time with those. Because Samurot's kind of hard for Drillbur.
Not sure what would learn, because Razor Shell's a pretty powerful move, so it might be a bit closer, even though Tepig has better attack. But just forget Snivy though, he would just get destroyed by the second gym.
I think it would depend on the later fights.
So I pick up the X attack there. You can't actually buy X items in this game until very late in the game, and we actually never bother because it's just really slow. And Drillbur's excadrills beast, so we don't need it. Yeah, so picking up that X attack can like mess up the manip because it's hard to do it on the right frame. But I found a really good manip where I've got like loads of frames to pick it up and still get Psyduck. Sometimes I will get a Mareep encounter after this, because there's like 2 frames in like 10 where I get the Mareep. Okay, I didn't get it. Nice. So if I hit those 2 specific frames, I'll get it. So now I caught that Psyduck. It was nice to get it first ball. I think it's like a 60% chance of getting in. I'm just going to minute no encounters for the rest of the way.
Back when I ran this game, you would catch a ducklet for Surf and Fly, and that was some fun times, let me tell you. Much nicer to be able to manipulate stuff early game these days.
So I did the movement a bit wrong there, but I might still be able to manip because I've got basically I'm about to go in like a house, and it's hard to enter the house at the same frame, so I've got lots of frames mapped out. so I may still be able to manip after this. But yeah, I actually encountered a ducklet on one of my runs, like a thing
Wow.
just spawned in front of me, and it was a ducklet.
First encounter ducklet. So lucky.
So now I just I do a strat where I because I have to menu there, I just wait until the thing spawn. I hear the thing spawn, and then I pause and do the menu so I can see where it is.
Oh, I see.
So I don't run into it again. Alright, these Pansage and Panpour pretty annoying because they have Lick, which paralyzes, but I got through, so it's alright. This Panpour is like the only thing that's affected by having lower speed, apart from the Lillipup obviously. Instead of speed tying this, it will always outspeed me, but it's not really threatening, so it doesn't matter. And then everything else is exactly the same as having 31 IV.
Yeah, when you in the days when you just used Tepic for the whole game, you absolutely needed 31 speed for Elisa, but you don't use Tepic for Elisa in this route, so you can just get away with having a lower speed IV.
Okay, so after this, I'm gonna be looking at the NPC movements in order to know what manip to do. Because the manip is different depending on what frame I enter the house, and because I pick up the X speed, it's hard to enter on the same frame. So he's looking right, okay. I did kind of do it wrong earlier, so I might not be able to do it, but we'll see. There's very little grass anyway, so even if I don't know what it is, I might not get an encounter. So he stayed looking right, up, left. Yep, I don't know what that is. But I think I know what I'm gonna try though, because there's a strat that I do when I don't know what it is that seems to work usually, which is ledge jump here, go through an extra tile, then go through. Yep, it worked. Okay, good. For some reason that movement works when I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, it's very important that I don't die and go back to the Pokemon Center and stuff, because as I mentioned earlier with the IV RNG, it advances every 128 steps, so I want to know where my step counter is when I get to Drillbur Manip, so it doesn't advance during the Manip and I get the wrong IVs. So hopefully I don't die. Also, tackle in this game is 50 power and 100% accurate, which is very nice.
The best tackle.
Yeah. I'm going to use Ember turn 1 here, because if I burn him, I can... Oh yes, I can get him down in 2 hits. Nice. No damage first fight, that's good.
I gotta say, I love the flow of this game, just like the battles and stuff, they just flow so nicely.
Yeah, definitely.
So nice and fast.
It's a nice change from Pearl. yeah, going back to Pearl after doing this is really painful because it's really slow compared to this game. But in both you have to like mash to use the move faster. But no L equals A in this though. I still find myself mashing L sometimes, just out of habit.
We really took this out and then just gave you it back in Gen 6.
Whoa, that crit, okay. I'm alive though, it's all good. Alright. So before Charon, I'm going to heal to full. And I'm also going to save, because even though I used like a more consistent strategy, I can still die. But yeah, you might wonder why I healed like the 1 HP there with the Oron. It can actually matter, that 1 HP, depending on what he does. But basically I want this Patrat to just use work up twice. That's the ideal thing. I don't really want him to attack me. Tackle. Okay, hopefully he works up this turn. Wow, tackle again. That sucks. And I got a bad range, so I might not kill. Okay, I killed. So I'm almost definitely going to have to heal here, unless he does 2 workups in a row. That would be really good, but he almost never does that. He usually does 1. So I've got to do 2 tackles and a Blaze Headbutt to kill here. Yeah, see. So now he's going to kill me, so oops, I'll use Fresh Water. And then he'll hit me into Blaze for the final hit. There we go. Nice. So if I didn't get the tackles from Patrat there, I wouldn't have had to heal, and it would have been really quick. Or if I just got 1 tackle, even. So there's going to be a phone call here, which during that phone call the RNG advances like loads, so it's basically impossible to manipulate past here, but that's fine because we can buy repels now anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
You get a call like this right at the start of Black and White 1, and you can't manipulate encounters at all in that game because of it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's right before you enter Route 1, I think. Just get to get the call. So all you can manipulate is your starter.
Oh, I think my mic like died.
Oh, were you saying stuff? Dang.
Only for like a minute. Yeah, no, you can manipulate Route 1 in that game, but you can't manipulate Route 2. It's
oh, is that right? It's a call at the end of Route 1. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's. But I think it might be possible to brute force like through it by just like testing a load of different seeds.
Man, I don't know if I'd be up for that.
I certainly want to have a look at it on emulated just to kind of see. now that we can test it on emulator.
So there I deposit both my slaves, because if you only have one Pokemon, then double battles don't see you, and there's a double battle coming up that I don't want to do. So get rid of them. Buy some repels, super potions.
I mean, the fights are never going to go exactly the same way, Techno Gnome.
Yeah, you can't manipulate the fights at all.
Yeah, like the RNG manip literally just saves encounter trolling pretty much and stats. So it's a big difference, but it certainly doesn't make it any less of a fun run. I'd say it actually makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about stupid RNG and can worry about tactics and strategy.
Yeah, it is a fair bit of work to set up all the RNG minute stuff, but you know, it's for a big payoff. And once you've done all that work, then this is the reward.
Well, the reward is the drill, but actually,
yeah, well,
it's like a nice OP present.
The drill is
game
so
gives
good.
you.
This guy's pretty annoying because he has endure.
Yeah, you gotta hope he quick attacks here because it's out of place.
Yeah. Alright, so now I'm in Blaze, which is nice. Want to be on the middle tile here, save time. This cutscene. Then coming up is the first spinner. Well, there was one before this, but because of the RNG manipulation, I can always dodge him. But this is the first spinner that you have to actually dodge.
Spinners aren't actually too bad in this game, at least.
Yeah.
Well, just this gen in general.
And she got me.
Yeah, I kind of cursed that.
At least she only got you. At least she got you on the first pass, though. You have to pass this girl several times.
Yeah. The only advantage though is if you hit her later, you get level 19 for Drillbur, but you don't if you hit her earlier. Because of the way experience works in this game, if you're higher level, you get less experience. So by hitting her now, I get an extra level for Coughing and Whirlipede in the gym, which means I get less experience from them, so I don't end up getting 19. But if I hit her later, I do get 19. And the advantage to being 19 is it can't kill you in one hit. Whereas 18, it's 9 and 16 to kill you with Dig.
Yeah, it took quite a lot of fiddling about to route the Drillbur section, the early part of it, because of the experience just changes entirely depending on the order you fight trainers and things and when you candy. Quite hard to run experience in this game.
Yeah, it's not just as simple. This is how much you get from each trainer. It
basically
depends.
just boils down to testing it and seeing what happens.
Yeah. So, I didn't mention, but I equipped a Pecha Berry there, because this gym is poison type, and has poison Pokemon, so, which can poison you.
Yeah, God, I hope you don't run out of Petchas, which I think I've seen like happen twice to you.
Yeah.
When I've been watching.
I ran out of Petchas, and then I got poisoned for the gym leader, so I went into Broxy poisoned and still won.
Oh my god. You still won? Oh my
Because
goodness.
she
decided
didn't use
not to.
Venoshock,
Wow.
even though she could kill me.
Yeah, I think the calculation for Venoshock doesn't take into account the poison boost. That's like the only explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things like that in this game, like right at the end, there's like, you know, there's Pokemon which retaliate that don't take into account the power boost from when their last Pokemon died and things like that. sort of miss a few steps out in the damage calculation sometimes when choosing what move to use.
So I had Blaze for that Venipede, so I could get it in one hit. And then I'm going to get level 15 thanks to the spinner here. So I got a good chance of 2 hitting it in Blaze. Yep, got it. Oh, Oran. So I'm saving before these fights. They aren't actually particularly too dangerous, but you can definitely die to a crit anywhere. And as I say, I really don't want to die and have to go back because my step counter will be messed up. But it's like way faster to play in Blaze than heal and not risk dying to crits. Yeah, disable there sucked, but I managed to get the range with Flame Charge plus Ember, which is pretty nice. I'm still in Blaze for this coughing, so I can 2-hit it.
Yeah, that was a really nice fight.
Yeah, it was solid.
Then I'll use the fresh water to heal here because it's my last fresh water. So if you use the last of an item, it's slightly faster.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it should be slower because it has extra text, but it actually kind of finishes the text box for you.
Yeah.
Faster.
Now we've got Roxy. So this fight, it's not too difficult as long as I don't get crit or something. And because I have a Petra Berry, I'm not going to worry about Poison Point. So I'll Tail Whip this coughing twice so I can 2-hit it. Oh, it's going to crit me. Okay, I'm going to heal then before I take it out. Dealing is actually the Pokemon I use to test my Drillbur seeds, the free dealing.
There you go.
To see, and then I just check its stats and see if it was, if it had perfect stats. Then I know I got the right timer 0. Okay, that was good apart from getting crit. And yeah, Tepig evolves at level 17, but we get to level 18 there, so we skip learning Arm Thrust, which is nice because we don't need Arm Thrust. I don't know, did you need Arm Thrust with the Embor route?
No, you didn't. The only thing that would have been helpful was Colress 1, but you skipped it.
Right.
You had to get lucky on that fight. You started to get the 3-hit, I think, for it to be useful anyway. So I think it was just kind of slower.
I want to be on the left tile here, so Roxy can exit the gym easier. She doesn't have to go around me. But yeah, now it's time for everyone's favourite part of the run.
Yeah!
Like, you get a movie for free with this game. It's like,
I know.
Yeah. Such a good deal.
Why pay for cinema?
Not even one movie. You get to see like loads of different movies if you want.
Become an actor for free.
I know. Jeez. Get free lemonade from your adoring fans. But I did this casually. I would just like do loads of movies, and then by the time I was done, I'd have like 18 Moo Moo milk or something, so I would never have to worry about buying healing items again.
When I did this casually, I never went here after this tutorial.
I did it once just after I started speedrunning, just to find out what it was actually like. It wasn't fun.
I thought it was fun.
I just remember that like giant robot something.
Yeah, they do some interesting storylines in these movies.
But the best part is the audience, I think.
Yeah.
They're pretty funny.
Of course, like the most important fight in the run is in this section, so.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is where, you know, this is what separates world record from those other runs.
Like, I'm always thinking about that when I'm watching the movie, so I don't tend to enjoy it that much.
Yeah, just watch the audience here. Bryson Man, midlife man of justice. You're challenged by Masked Man, Bryson Man.
A masked man? Is that Professor Kukui?
Wow, didn't know he was in Gen 5.
Or maybe the masked guy in Sun Moon is actually Bryson.
Oh,
Oh.
what a twist that would be.
See, look, the audience are all asleep now.
They willingly put us through this, like admitting that it puts people to sleep.
And then half of them just leave. Oh, I got fast credits. So the credits, you can get credits either on the left side or the right side, or like the full screen, and I think the full screen ones are the fastest. End. So yeah, that's the end of the game, guys. Thanks for watching.
Alright, what's coming up next? We've got... What have we got?
Baton Pass next.
I didn't expect it to be over so fast. Yeah, Baton Pass, there you go. I hope Crazy Dan's ready. We're about 3 hours ahead of schedule.
Finished so far under estimate. So now, here's the most important fight of the whole run.
I'm hyped.
Yeah, hopefully we don't die. Because if you die, the run's over, everyone knows that.
It's just over. Alright, here we go. Action. No.
You die?
Yep.
Oh my god.
The run's over.
So disappointing.
No world record. 38 in game time. That's pretty bad.
On
That's probably 'cause
emulator, I
saved.
used to be able to get like 34 or something.
By the way, this save does literally nothing. If you'd reset now, then you would not be able to continue this game.
Yeah, it would just go back to new game.
I don't know if it's different if you've already saved before this.
I think it might be different. I think it might be.
Yeah.
But it still forces you to save, even though it does nothing. So now, done with that part. Sorry guys, I know you all enjoyed that very much, but we have to move on.
Do we have to?
I think we do.
Oh. I wanted to find some
actually...
giant monsters.
We gotta find his purloin.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember if he's lost it already. I think he has.
Yeah.
It was it not his sisters?
Yeah, it's his sister.
Yeah. And he's been mad for like 2 years.
Oh yeah, because I think they stole it in like the Black-White timeline.
Yeah, I think that was the canon. And now he's old enough to kick their butts.
So they're gonna run off to Route 20. You gotta follow them. And then there's an NPC here which can be in my way. Oh no, he's not. Good. Then there's another one in here that can be as well, but is less likely to be. Yeah, nice. Didn't lose any tiles.
That youngster is really bad for getting in your way.
Yeah.
He's like Gen 5's goalie guy.
So because I've
Thankfully
already
he's not
dodged
on.
the spinner, I can just run past her. Don't have to worry. But I still have to worry about shaking grass tiles, so I've got to look out for those. And then later on, dust clouds in caves, you've got to watch out for. So
I was waiting for you to get a dust cloud trainer skip in this run. That'd be so high.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think that's ever actually happened to anyone in your run.
It happened to me in my test run.
In your
Of
test
Black.
run, that's oh my gosh.
I had a timer on. Well, I wasn't streaming.
Yeah, what we're talking about is if you get like rustling grass, or you get these bubbling spots in the water, or you get dust clouds in caves. If you get that spawn between like like in the trainer's line of sight, if you can go kind of behind the dust cloud or whatever, the trainer will just not see you because the dust cloud's in the way, and you can just skip what would normally be required trainers. But that's ridiculously unlikely to happen in a run.
Yeah.
And you also have to react really quickly if you see it.
And there aren't that many trainers that you can get it on.
I think the one where it happened to me on Black was the Plasma Grunt in Charge Stone Cave, and it's actually quite likely there because there's a really thin path, and it's quite likely that the thing spawns there.
Yeah.
If it spawns, it's quite likely to block it. Now we finally get to go to the big city.
And we're getting close to where we get Drillbur. Castalia City. So here it would actually be faster to go up in front of that guy who's going to give me the bike, but I need to save tiles for my drill minute because as I say about the step counter, I don't want it to go over. And my drill
how tight is that, the step counter?
It's at about 50-ish when you get there. And my drill manip, well, that's if you don't go up to that guy. And my drill manip is like 70 or something steps.
Oh wow, okay.
So yeah, I just don't go up to him.
That is very tight, yeah.
Yeah. Usually drill manip wouldn't be that long, but mine is, unfortunately. Because I don't know, it's weird. When you enter the relic passage, it sometimes advances by like a lot when you enter, but sometimes it doesn't, and it just didn't for me on this seed, so I had to go a load of extra steps. I don't know why it sometimes advances by a ton and sometimes doesn't. So by the way, I talked to the clown thingy, whatever he is, because I want to get the rare candy, and if you talk to the 3 clowns, the last one when you leave the city gives you rare candy.
They're pretty stingy with the candies early on in this game. This is like the only one.
Yeah, and I need it to get excadrill at a certain point.
Yeah, it takes about a minute, but it still just about saves time to get it. You can skip it, but slightly slower on average.
Alright.
Yeah,
so one more fight.
Seasons. We did mention that a little bit earlier. That you just basically you don't want to play in winter because it advances the RNG in Floxy Town, and certain seasons give you better encounter chances for Pokemon. And then there's also a difference in here. In spring and summer, the water level is up, so you don't have to go upstairs, which would save a little bit of time. But it doesn't really matter too much. You're just aiming to get a date that gives you that allows you to manipulate your Pokemon consistently and relatively quickly.
Yeah.
You save far more time in the minutes than you do with the seasons.
Yeah.
Generally.
So this
Ideally,
fight,
you want both.
This fight doesn't actually matter if you die, because Duot just finishes everything off. And then you get a free heal straight after. But yeah, I just don't get 19 because of the experience system.
They don't get too many free heals in the game, this game actually, but the ones that are really nicely timed.
Yeah. And you have to like route the PP management around them. So now I'm going to manipulate Drilbur, and it's similar to the manip I did at the start. I'll start the game at a certain time and hope I get the right timer 0 value, and then do certain movement. And the way I'll know that I got the right timer 0 is if I see a dust cloud spawn and don't get an encounter. And I've got a
You
whole
got an American DS? Why is month before day? Got a filthy American DS crafted?
Wait, is it actually different on?
Yeah, the days before the month for the European ones, pretty sure.
Because that always messes me up. when I'm testing seeds, sometimes I put in the wrong thing because it's the wrong way around. Ah, see, I got the wrong timer 0 there. So try again.
Timer 0 not being that kind so far.
Yeah, well this minute was 80% when I tested it, but timer 0 sucks, so it's not really 80%, it's just sometimes you get it. It's just completely
should be fine.
Yeah.
Should be fine as long as you get drill bar in the ball.
Yeah.
At least you're not doing this on 3DS. It's doing the timer 0 stuff is a lot less consistent on the 3DS. 3DS is also just slower in general because this is a DSi enhanced game, so it has to load a few more things.
Wow, missed it twice. Wow, 3 times, and I got the same one because I get the encounter in the same
before
place.
day on the PAL DS? Oh, okay, maybe they just changed it for the 3DS then.
This is pretty unlucky. Usually my timer 0 for this one is better than this.
Get that bad luck out now, not in runs.
Yeah. Wow. And I keep getting the exact same one.
What we're doing is we're Crafter's resetting at a certain time, so that and what he's trying to do is reset at a certain time so that he can get a drill burr to pop up from dust cloud, but he's not getting that dust cloud at the moment. So that's not because of anything he's doing wrong. It's just something out of his control completely.
This is crazy.
With the way timer 0 works, I wouldn't say this is 80% at this stage. Like, it can be 80% on the day you test, and then the next day it's like 20%. It's just a really weird mechanic, and the percentage literally changes from day to day.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
It's to do with some really high frequency thing during game loading or something, so it's like really finicky. Nobody actually really knows how it works, I don't think. Like, Worcester literally messaged like all the top RNG people when we were trying to find out about it, and literally nobody had any idea. Because for people that used to do like competitive RNG, they just kind of Anyway, well, who's drillable?
So I'm just going to chuck a ball. There's no point weakening it because it can kill me if it uses dig, and weakening it doesn't help too much. Okay, so it broke out. It's like 33% to get in a great ball. Damn.
Yeah, you just gotta hope you get it at some point. That's important.
So it's got a 9 in 16 chance of killing me. Yep. Damn.
Dang.
Well, oh dear. Anyway, back to the minute.
But that's what it's supposed to look like, minus the death.
It's supposed to get in the ball.
So
Yeah,
is that what level 19 helps with? Do you always survive a dig?
Yeah, you always survive at level 19, whereas it's 9 and 16 to kill you at 18. So it's a big difference. Also, if I had not got Pidove and I'd killed it or whatever, I would have caught like a Zubat in here, and that would have been helpful because I would have been able to switch out if I got Dig. RNG Manip in Gen 5, you just have to hit the correct second, but you have to get lucky. So it's easier to execute, but harder to get.
Yeah, this shouldn't be anywhere near as bad as Sapphire was, because that was like Crafted is doing everything correctly. It's just bad luck, and it's not even that much good luck that you need to catch Shilpa. This is just really, really, really bad luck. Probably about as bad as it can possibly go.
But this is just how the games goes sometimes, and the estimate had time built in for this kind of thing.
Yeah, there's so much time in the estimate for this. Like, it's
yeah, this is why the estimate is so high.
Too OP.
Like the rest of this game is pretty consistent.
Yeah, once you get Drillbur, the game is easy.
Got it.
Well, nice.
Good stuff.
Alright, so now we just kind of win.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, maybe not immediately. You know, gotta. Drillbur's not so great for the next gym.
Yeah, it's more kind of just like once we get excadrill, we win.
So I give it the experience share there, because I'm not going to be using it for the next gym, because it's a bug type gym, so Tepig's way better.
He just comes with Digger to get out of there. You already know it's built for speedrunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the timer 0 was just being trolly because it knew that we were ahead of schedule a little bit.
Yeah. So talk to another one of these Harlequins.
If you drink every time Excadrill doesn't one-hit a Pokemon, you probably won't be that drunk by the end of this game.
That's right, Dig is 80 power in this game.
A little while before we get to the open stage at this point. It's actually quite a challenge to make everything work at this point.
So I need Drillbur to get experience here. The first main thing I need is Slash before Elisa. Otherwise you just can't beat Emolga. So that's why I need experience from this gym. So ideally this combi doesn't use Gust, just Sweet Scent or Bug Bite, because Gust does a lot. Nice. And then this Swadloon has Protect, which kind of sucks. I didn't go for it, nice.
Nice 420 experience points. Because the honey barriers are complete, absolute trash.
Yeah, they were so bad. I mean, this is a lot better. They made the. I think they changed. Well, I don't know. I think they probably changed all of the gyms for the better. Really. I don't know. Do you think Skylar's one's better? Yeah, it probably is actually.
Yeah.
Still. Drayden's one is definitely better. Goodness me, that takes so long to get through in black and white.
It's still pretty bad in this game, but it's not.
It's a lot better.
At least this one's dramatic. In black and white, it's just an endless running.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually got tired in this game from running, you'd just be so dead by the end of that gym.
The cool thing they did with the gyms in this game is they did the nice little. They sort of varied the gym theme depending on which gym you were in. I really missed that feature.
Yeah, that's a really nice feature. I don't know why they stopped doing it after this game. So here I'm gonna switch Joba to the front. This is because if you have Joba like actually in the battle and holding the experience share, even though I'm not going to kill the Pokemon with Joba, he'll get 75% of the experience. And as I said before, we need Slash before Elisa, so I need to get more experience here than 50% in order to make that level. So I just switch out straight away. Then here, because I've got high HP, I'm going to use 2 attacks with Pignite before I switch to Joba. I want to finish it off with Joba though, because then it'll get the more experience. But if I can use 2 attacks with Tepig there, it's nice, because then Joba will take less damage, have less chance of having to heal. And then I only have to hit 1 Metal Claw, which isn't 100% accurate.
The strat's pretty cool though, because manage to get almost all the experience on Drillbur, even though you hardly use an attack with him in the fight.
Yeah. And switch back to Tepig for leveling.
It's her, this Drillbur is female.
Oh yeah, I knew as soon as I said that, someone was probably going to correct me.
Yeah, female. Yeah, I guess I didn't really talk about Drillbur's stats. But yeah, it's level 19, which is the highest you can get there. It's got 31 IVs in everything except special attack, which has got 4 IVs. Its ability is Sand Force, which is important for one fight, the next fight. And then it's female, which helps for Skylar, because then her Swoobat can't use Attract, and also Grimsley. He's got Attract as well.
Skylar can be really bad. That Swoobat is pretty horrible.
Yeah.
It's also got an Adamant Nature, plus attack minus special attack.
Yeah, special attack. The only fight that special attack matters is the next fight. If you have 4 IVs or more and Sand Force, or 31 IVs with Sand Rush, you 2-hit the Magnemite with Mud Slap, so you don't have to use Dig the second turn. But when I was looking for Joba, I didn't look for just those requirements, because it's only 1 turn. It doesn't really matter that much. But I happened to find one with exactly 4 and Sand Force, so
it was destiny.
Just made it. But when I was looking, I did look for female only, because Skylar is just so bad without it.
It's one of those things. The Manip is like it's quite hard to find a good one. So you'll compromise some things, but some things are just too good, like being female. That attract is just so bad.
So here's one text box where it doesn't matter if you say yes or no there, so I just mash A and B, see which one I get. There's a few of those. There isn't a guide at the moment. I made a paste bin kind of explaining it a bit, but I'll probably make a video soon on how to manip Drilber, because when I did it, I did a really inefficient method of doing it to start with because I didn't really know what I was doing. So I'll definitely make a guide on that at some point.
Yeah, when I first started doing it, I was just sort of trying seeds, and it was just, that was bad.
Yeah, I was just trying seeds to see in the sewers to see if I got a dust cloud, which, yeah. The better way is just to use like the free dealing or whatever and see how many times you get it with that.
There's a guide on speedrun.com for worst any percent route, which is I think pretty much the same as this.
Yeah, my route is pretty similar.
There's probably a few improvements since then.
Yep. This category is any percent, but there's no time-saving glitches, so it's a glitchless run.
Yeah, in Black, White 1, there's a boulder that you can just sort of run through in Bryson's gym, which is technically a glitch. But there's nothing like that in this game.
Worth noting is on this this route is faster in White 2 than in Black 2. There's a few areas like that where, you know, in Black 2 you'd have to fight a trainer on this route because the route is just completely different. But in White 2 you can just go past everybody.
Also, Reversal Mountain is faster in White 2, and Charles is a triple battle instead of a rotation battle, which is better. So White 2 is just better in every way.
Yeah, and
I think Black 2 has like a faster victory road, but I think that's about it.
Alright.
In Plasma Frigate you have to go, in Black 2 you'd have to dodge like 6 spinners or something.
It's been so long since I played Black 2 Victory Road, but I know it is completely different pretty much.
So here you have to do the join avenue thing, just say 9 to everything.
Like a German for no, get me out of here. And the bombs, do you get me, please?
Wow.
So here we have to go to the old gym. This is the gym from Black and White 1. We have to go here first to send Elisa back to the gym. Oh damn it, I forgot. I was gonna say, when I got to the end, yeah, we did this all for this paralyze heal.
It doesn't matter who's who, okay, we're just commenting.
So this, what is it, Blitzel, is a speed tie, but it can't kill me from here. Even if it crit, it wouldn't kill me. Yeah, it won, but whatever. So the trainers kind of mess up the cycles with these cars, so you have to wait for a bit.
In the Embor route, I would run back and forward here to build up my friendship for a return. Not really sure if it made much difference, but I thought it might as well.
Yeah,
in Black, I never used to miss the return ranges when I did this, so I did it too.
Alright, so here's the first Pokemon in the run, which has the ability Static, which is a very annoying ability, because even though Jilba's ground type, it can't get hit by electric type moves, but it can still get paralyzed by Static. If I get it here, it actually doesn't matter at all, because I'm about to heal. See, there we go, Static. But in the gym, it is very annoying, which is coming up.
Get it out the way now.
Yep. So now I'm gonna go and heal. This is because I get like a free heal at a certain point after the gym. So if I heal now, I have enough digs to get there. And if I healed before I did that gym, I wouldn't have enough digs.
Yes, it is true. Static is 100%.
So here I'm gonna get my staves back, get rid of Tepig, and heal Droba all at once. Like that. I'm going to get these shards. This is for teaching Ironhead later. Then get 4 paralyzed heals, because there's 6 Pokemon that can static me. Get some hypers and some revives. You have to get revives. They're not just for safety. There's at least one place where I have to use a revive.
If that old guy wasn't there and didn't give you the red shards, do you reckon you'd still use Embor?
Embor?
Yeah, like do you reckon you'd still do the Embor route if you didn't get the red shards from that guy?
I don't know what you would do, because Embor kind of needs Thunder Punch.
Oh yeah, that's right, you need Thunder Punch, of course. Okay, yeah, this run would be a lot tougher without that guy.
Might just use Droba anyway.
I guess. Just use a different move.
Yeah, I think you could just use Embor without Thunder Punch. You just have to find a way to beat Skylar.
Yeah, and I don't think you'd be able to beat Skylar without Thunder Punch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Black, Excadrill would also be faster if you could get Ironhead, but
wow,
in that game, so
that's unlucky. I missed the range and got static. And then she didn't even die to that takedown. But yeah, this trainer often switches out there. Because her Elekid can't hit me with anything, all it can do is light screen. Alright, I didn't get static. Nice.
What?
Yep, it is possible not to get static.
Oh my goodness.
Very surprising.
Static. First time I've ever seen it not work there, actually. I thought it was 100%. To be honest, we'd probably rather static was 100% because it would be slow, but at least consistent.
Static again. It must be close to 100%, I think.
It can't be favourable for it not to happen, right?
Yeah, there's no way. that's the case. Luckily Black2 doesn't have static, so I won't get it there. No static there. So this is why I got that experience in Berg's gym. So I learned slash here. Otherwise I'd have nothing to take out at Mulga.
Mulga's probably like the most likely static.
Yeah, because you have to hit her twice.
But how can you get more likely than 100%?
Hopefully it's not so bad. I don't think it's so bad getting static off a Mulga though as getting it off the... What's its name?
Flaffy.
Yeah. Flaffy's worse because Zeb Striker does more. But yeah, so I've got to set up a home clause here, and then 2 hit, hopefully. It's a range to die in 2 hits with slash. So, home clause, and it crit me. Wow, okay. Well, I can revive though.
Probably, don't think I've ever seen a Drover die to a Mulga in any percent.
Oh my god, it volt switched. Damn it.
Oh yeah, because...
You should be fine.
Alright. So, home clause.
This is going to be interesting,
down.
And the Fluffy doesn't do too much. Drover's like so strong.
Yeah.
With 31 IV defense.
Okay. Alright, don't give me static. Okay, no static. Alright, what's he gonna send in next? Zeb Striker, okay. Can just defeat that, then no static here. And then
that was a very interesting fight.
Yeah. And it crit me again! Oh my god.
What?
What the hell?
Wow.
Alright, I'm gonna heal because I don't want it to crit me again because I'll be dead.
The luck so far has been really
Oh my
bad.
god, it crit.
Good thing you... Okay, well...
Okay. Wow.
Well, at least it tried.
It really did, goodness me.
But that kind of shows how good Drover is though, because like, if you're on epic strats and you get killed halfway through Elisa, it's like so hard to win the fight. Because we're immune to most of her moves, it's quite easy.
Presumably it doesn't matter too much that you KO'd them in a different order.
No, I still got 28, and I'm about to candy.
Alright, good stuff.
And I think you probably get more in killing Zebstrike earlier.
Yeah.
So then Rock Slide. Use this protein. Hyper Potion here, because there's a scary Warthog coming up. And actually healing doesn't really help that much. You just gotta get through confusion if you get confused. I'm actually gonna save here because my slaves are dead. Just in case. Luckily after these two fights you get a free heal, because I need my slaves alive for the fight after that.
Another nicely timed free heal, because you really want full health and everything alive.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this Warthog, it's got a really bad moveset. It's got Hypnosis, Confuse Ray, and Super Fang. So you could go for Rock Slide here and go for the flinch, or you could go for Dig, because if you go for Rock Slide and then get confused, you've got to get through 2 turns of confusion with Dig. So I just go for Dig first and just hope he doesn't do something stupid.
This is the big sister, I'll have you know. This is the female.
There we go. Hypnosis miss, that's perfect. So Hugh's gonna tell you about his Purloin here. It was taken.
This next fight is probably one of the most likely places to die in the rest of the run.
Yeah. The last 2 fights with Jorba, there's 2 more fights with Jorba, and both of them are pretty annoying. Before you get excadrill. Oh, by the way, the reason I use the candy there is so I get excadrill before I go to Clay's gym, so I can teach Ironhead with the move tutor. It just works out nicely using it after that gym. Yeah, the next fight is a triple battle. Heartbreaker Charles. He's breaks many hearts, killing people's runs.
It's his profession. Heartbreaker Charles. Doesn't actually say that, but it should do. That should be his trainer class.
Yeah, save here, because if I die, I can't revive, because my slaves will be dead.
Really hard movement to try and get in front of Charles there. It's like really hard.
Yeah, I just go to the side of him, even though it wastes a bit of time, because if you mess up going in front of them, it'll waste more time.
Yeah, it's not actually that hard to get there perfectly, but if you slightly mess up, it becomes really hard.
Okay, making tiny adjustments is tough on the bike in this game.
So I'm gonna rock slide those, then I'm gonna use Pidov's turn to use a not a potion, what am I doing? X attack on Drillbur, because you can do that in this game, and then do whatever with Psyduck. Hopefully they kill my slaves, because I need all the experience. Nice, okay. I would have rather Psybeam there so he didn't hit me, but okay. Archon avoided it. Oh god.
That might be RIP.
Let's see. Yeah, this is... I'm gonna have to reset.
Charles breaks another heart.
Yep. Damn, missing Archon there is pretty bad.
It's probably the most important one to hit, is that Archon.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you miss Sigalith, because you can just kill it next turn, because you will only be hitting one Pokemon with the Rock Slide, so it will do more. If you hit two Pokemon, then it splits the damage.
What was bad marathon luck?
So let's try that again. Hopefully I get Psybeam this time. That's slightly better. Nope. Okay, I hit both of them. Now I can just finish off Sigalith. Okay, he can confuse me there with Psybeam, which would be annoying. Okay, let's see. I'm probably going to have to heal here. I don't think I have enough to survive Aqua Jet. Nope. Okay. And don't get auto-centered. Good. There, when it switches your Pokemon into the middle, you have to remember that it's in slot 2. So you have to use the Hyper Potion on the right one there, which is easy to forget.
Many a run has died to that.
Yep. A lot of people have done it.
Pretty sure every Gen 5 runner at some point in some battle has done that.
Yeah.
But it's particularly hard in that one.
Alright, so I'm going to do my strat here where I wait. Okay, it's not going to get me. On this bridge you can find these, what are they called, like sky spots or something? I don't know.
I don't know what they're called really, I don't know if there's an official name for them.
But they can contain Ducklet or they can contain wings. And the old strat was to get Ducklet here for Surf and Fly. But it's better just to get the slaves at the start, because you can manipulate them, and then you have 3 Pokemon for Charles. Because if you were doing Ducklet, you'd have to catch an extra Pokemon. But yeah, I revived my slaves there because I need them to be alive for Clay. So yeah, revives, you actually need to buy them. They're not just for safety. Then this is the last fight with Jorba. I'm going to say before this one as well, because it's... Even though you can revive, if he gets up workups and stuff, he does a lot of damage to you. So... want to save just to be sure. And here it's actually really funny. If you're a tile above here, then they auto walk you down back to this tile for whatever reason. So yeah, on this fight I just want to get flinches with Rock Slide ideally. The problem is he lowers my attack with Intimidate, so it's a 3 hit. And he does a lot after workups. Okay, work up. Alright, flinch. Alright, good. So now I can finish it off with Dig. That's perfect. But now I've got the Woobat. Oh no, the Swoobat, sorry. Which has Attract. So it would actually be better for this fight to be male. Damn it. Because then you'd avoid attract here, but because Skylar's much worse with attract, it's better to be female. So you didn't even use it at all there.
Yeah, also I think this AI on this fight seems to use attract way less than the ones where the enemies are female.
Yeah.
So those two fights are just, it's way better to be that.
So now we get excadrill, and excadrill is a complete beast.
Yeah, we kind of win now.
Yeah.
We really do win now.
Don't need horn drill, it's not Gen 1. So the accuracy is really bad. So it's not
excadrill would even be good in Gen 1 though.
Yeah. And he gets Fisher later on. So we're going to say no to getting the Zora here, because we don't need it. It'll just waste time, because later on we have to like kill our slaves in double battles and stuff, so we don't want extra Pokemon. And it was also waste time in the Elite Four, in the Hall of Fame. So here, this is what the shards were for. And this is also why I wanted excadrill before I entered the gym, so I could just teach Rock Slide right here. I mean Iron Head, not Rock Slide.
The drillbur can't learn Iron Head.
Yep.
Yeah, and these gym fights are actually kind of tough with Drillbur, but with excadrill you just kind of breeze through.
He's running in front of these guys instead of talking to them. For some reason, talking to these guys still brings up the exclamation point. Presumably because it's darker. I don't really know why they did that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So excadrill's just gonna destroy everything.
I think you run yourself out of Earthquake PP about 3 times though later in the run, so it's certainly quite a lot of ground champions. If you didn't get the candy, you would probably evolve about after this fight, I think. You get it for clay, but
you have to go back out of the gym and teach Iron Head.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty slow.
No, I think you would actually just do it without Iron Head, but it would be really slow.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Iron Head gives you a flinch chance, which is really useful in this fight.
Yeah, so this is why I revived my slaves. So he's got this. His first Pokemon's got Intimidate, so I want to switch out here to get rid of the Intimidate. That's one of them. So switch to Psyduck here. And then So his Sand Slash uses Bulldoze, or maybe Rock Tomb sometimes. But he's probably going to lower my speed if I don't flinch. Yeah, see? He lowered my speed there, so I will switch out to Pidove to get my speed back. If he'd killed me there, it actually wouldn't matter, because I could just revive. So if you're at low before the fight, you wouldn't heal, you would just go in and die, and then it would be the same thing. Okay, good, I got the range there. That's actually a range to 2-hit there, but it's pretty likely to get it. And then if you don't get it, then you've also got a chance of flinching with one of the hits, meaning you won't die. Yeah, there we go. Take out his excadrill. My one is obviously superior.
Yeah, we're lower level, but still faster.
So now we've got to go to the Pokemon World Tournament.
Slightly worrying, the PWT, because if you die, you have to do the whole thing over again.
Yeah, but it's very unlikely. But I have died to the first fight, which was pretty crazy because you have to miss a 13 and 16 range, and then he has to crit you and get a 5 and 16 range with the crit, and that happened, which was very unfortunate. But yeah, I like this music in the lobby here.
This is a really cool feature casually because you get to see all the gym leaders from other regions if you play a lot of this.
Do you want to do a run that does PWT at some point?
Yeah, but it would just be about hitting the timer 0 though.
Yeah, that's the issue. It's just got a minute per team. It's just boring.
Because I think the opponents, the order of the opponents you get is based on the IV RNG. I think that's what I worked out.
Alright.
But then the rental thing, I think the pokes you get for that is the PID RNG or something. But anyway, in this tournament, in the game, the opponents are always the same. You get Hugh first, and then Cheron, and then Colrus. So yeah, this duo is a 13 and 16 range. This is what killed me before. Alright, I just crit it, that's fine. So, in this tournament, you actually have the Pokemon that you face have random abilities. So, this Cheron fight, his Stoutland might have Intimidate, it might not. Ideally it doesn't, because then I don't have to set up a home clause to get my attack back. Damn. So I got a home clause. Then I've got a 1 in 16 chance of killing this Stoutland. Oh, I crit it, okay.
that's one way of getting the 1 in 16.
Yeah. So that made up for the Intimidate.
Yeah, got that the standard length fight for no intimidate. Now the worst fight.
Yep.
At least you get free heals in between them. And they're also really low level, these trainers, so they're kind of easy. Normally it like defaults your level to the same level as the opponents in PWT, but for this first tournament you get to keep whatever level you have.
Yeah.
Nobody else does. Just you, because you're the protagonist.
So on this fight, the Magneton might have Sturdy, it might not. Have to hope that it doesn't. Alright, let's see. Damn. Mirror shots, accuracy full, okay. I'm going to...
Gosh.
Oh my god, okay. Right. Switching out. Accuracy full and confusion.
Okay.
So, yeah, switch out.
Out of there.
Of course, Pidive avoids it. What I was going to do there, if I didn't get confused, was just KO the Magneton and then use Hone Claws to get my accuracy back.
It's nice having such a low level slave to just switch in and then you know it'll die.
It's a pretty ridiculous fight though. Yeah, you can't actually heal in the PWT, so no heal spam.
And we won. We get 1 battle point. I always think the jingle was so long there, just for getting 1 battle point.
Hey,
Well,
that one battle point.
You can actually buy a protein with that battle point, but it's I think slower.
Oh, I'm gonna buy a Carbos.
Oh yeah, Carbos.
Yeah.
You actually need that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna buy a Carbos here. And I'm gonna get another Carbos as well. These 2 Carboses are important because then you can outspeed Drayden's Flygon and a Floatzel in Marlon's gym. You need 2 Carboses and 1 candy to do that. And the candy also helps for like being higher level for stuff.
Actually takes quite a lot of time to get all these Carboses, but it's still worth it because getting outsped and having to heal takes so long.
Yeah, get on the bike. Sometimes it's quite hard to time when the cutscene ends and you can get on the bike again.
So if you don't use the Carbos, are you just slower or is it a speed tie?
Well, you have to use 2 Carboses to outspeed. So I think if you use 1, it's a speed tie. If you use none, and you also need the candy as well. You could, alternatively, you could use 2 candies, which would be faster, but then you wouldn't outspeed the Floatzel in Marlon's gym because you wouldn't get the extra level for it. So 2 Carbos and candy is better.
Okay.
So now we're going to get a couple of tag team double battles, which there are quite a few of in this game. And this is going to show kind of why excadrills is so good, if you haven't been convinced already. Because he's got Rock Slide, which hits 2 Pokemon, and then later he's going to get Earthquake. And in this game, when you hit 2 Pokemon at once, both the HP bars go down at the exact same time, so it's really fast to get 2 Pokemon at once. So there we go, look how fast that is. Unfortunately I missed the Golbat range, but that's fine. Stoutland will kill it next turn, and I'll just take out the Rock.
Even if you don't get the kill with the Rock Slide on one of the 2 Pokemon, like, you still save time from the HP bar going down, and then you only have to finish up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Gen 4 they only went down 1 at a time, so it's really nice that they both go down so fast at the same time in this game.
So usually Charon's better than you at like actually attacking and not wasting time. So I want, ideally Hugh attacks the coughing here, or the coughing just uses self-destruct. Yeah, so he got it. Oh, he didn't get the range though. Okay. So ideally he gets the range there, and then that Raticate does Sucker Punch on him like it did, and he revenges it while I kill the Watchog, but didn't get it this time. So extra turn.
Is it me or is it everything a bit chilly around here right now? Or air around Zinsling just feels cold.
Alright, now I'm going to take the last shopping trip of the run. So I need to get an escape rope. That's for very far later on. Some full heals. And then I'm going to get 2 revives just because I used those extra ones. Then I'll get max repels. I shouldn't need all those revives, but just to make sure. I have the money anyway, so coming up is the first spinner hell of this run. We got 4 spinners pretty much in a row. That's 1, that's 2, okay, good. So yeah, in this run, apart from the first spinner at the start, there's like 2 sections where there's just 4 in a row. So there's 1 here, and then there's 1 at Victory Road, and then there's no other spinners.
This is where you get that dealing. I mean, it's not relevant to the run, I just thought I'd mention it.
Yep.
That really bad Pokemon?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, Garfield.
I don't mind dealing, but
you're
I'm
gonna have to watch a dealing be destroyed.
No! I should have gone and had my lunch already. What have I done? I got too entranced by the run. It sucked me in.
I do feel a bit sorry for this dealing because he like pumps it up and gives it an exciting.
I know. It could probably do some decent damage with jump kick, but just never get that chance.
So there I ran up like next to the spinner there. That's because if you're running, the spinner looks in your direction. So because I was to the right of her, she looks right, and then I get on the bike next to her and go past.
It doesn't make you 100% to pass, I don't think, in this game, that kind of minute. But it makes it way better.
Yeah. In Gen 3, if you do that perfectly, it's 100%.
Because it doesn't reset the clock on their turning, but I think it does a little bit. I don't think I've ever hit that girl when I've done that strat.
Yeah, I haven't either, but the next one, when I tried to do it for the next one, I did hit her, so...
Yeah, like there's a guy in the forest in Black that you can only run past, and doing it to him is better, but you can still hit him.
So here we got to push a load of things, crystal things. Oh, see, I messed up there, and it wastes a bit of time if you do that. Okay, this is the last spinner for a while. There we go, okay, nice. So no more spinners for ages.
Yeah, you move so fast in this game. It's quite easy to dodge spinners in this game. On the bike especially.
So here I'm going to be very careful not to hit that triple battle. Or is it rotation battle? It's something like that.
It's one or the other.
It's really bad.
I think it's a triple in this game. There's someone like there in Black as well, I think, and it's like also a triple.
So here I go 2 tiles to the left, which saves time, because there's 2 NPCs here, well, Juniper and Skylar. They walk less if you are on this tile than if you just go straight up.
It's quite a puzzle to work out which tile is best here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason it's not you don't go the whole way left is because Skylar just talks to you from the left if you're here. And then she goes back off to the left.
Yeah, and Juniper walks all the way across to the right either way.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter where you are for Juniper, it's just for Skylar.
So yeah, this tile saves like 1 tile over being far to the left.
So here I'm going to go across these things to just avoid shaking grass and stuff, basically. Then I'm going to go across this one to avoid the spinner. Get this elixir.
In Black, if you did that movement, you would hit a triple battle. So you have to jump off the platform in that game, whereas in this game you just stay on it, and if you jumped off it like you did in Black, you would hit the triple in this game. So it's kind of trolly.
So I'm going to get the lucky egg here, which is very useful. Equip it straight away.
But yeah, if we weren't OP enough before, now we definitely are.
Also going to teach the 3 HMs that we need for the run. Strength, surf.
Yeah, the benefit to having early slaves, thanks to the manip, is that you don't have to watch the, like, do you want to be teaching strength text.
And then here, I'm going to cut through the grass, so I don't have to dodge the spinner. Then go across here again, because don't want to get shaking grass.
Yeah, you can fly back here, but it's actually slower.
Yeah. Flying is a deceptively long time in these games.
If this was Gen 2 or something, it would probably be faster to fly.
So now this gym, basically every few seconds you get blown back. So we've got to like do the movement really carefully in order to not hit trainers. So I'm going to go up here first. And then...
This has to be one of the hardest gyms to actually execute.
Yeah.
In like any game.
The hardest part is just when the wind stops, and then if like it has to do a turn immediately.
Yeah. if you miss that last one there that I just did, it doesn't actually matter because you can just go up to the green bit on the left and then go straight to Skylar, so you don't lose any cycles. Alright, so on this fight I'm going to use my X speed that I got way back at the start, because I need to outspeed the Swanner. And I also need a home clause to be able to one-hit it. Then this Swoobat has unaware, so yeah, you can still miss the range after a home clause because it doesn't take that into account, and it also doesn't take the accuracy boost into account. So yeah,
thankfully,
like that.
Yeah, thankfully unaware doesn't actually work on speed. Like the speed boost does actually work for you.
Yeah. All right. So I've actually got a 1 in 16 chance of not killing this, but I should get it. Yeah, good. Crit it just to make sure.
You keep doing that.
Got the good 1 in 16.
Alright,
Learn
Earthquake
1
here.
in 16, you need to get a crit.
Very important that I learn that Earthquake.
So early as well that you get Earthquake, it's crazy.
And then on Skarmory, I'm just going to use Rock Slide 3 times because she's already healed, so I don't have to worry about putting her in heal range. And because of the home clause, it's 100% accurate Rock Slide. I just realised, on Elisa, even though I died twice and I got static loads, I lost under a minute to my PB.
Jeez.
I think my PB is really bad there.
Yeah, it looks like there's still a little bit more time that can be saved off the best times of this run.
Yeah.
Not too much, but
312 would be really nice, but
it's quite hard to get a really good clean.
Yeah, because there's 4 spinners right at the end, which is very annoying. You can just get all the way there, and then they just kill you. Well, not kill you.
It's quite hard to pass them in under pressure.
The Elite Four is pretty consistent though, which is nice.
Except Iris is her dragon. when you say guaranteed crit burn coming.
Crit burn. So yeah, now we get the plane over to this new town, which isn't in Black and White 1.
It's probably the best new area, I reckon, in my opinion.
Yeah, good music. Then you gotta say no here. I think it's fast to say no.
Gotta watch out for these cyclists coming up though.
Yep. I'm gonna heal here because there's a Vibrava coming up and it's like a 75% range. Usually I just risk it, but I'll heal it this time. So yeah, you gotta not hold B there. If you hold B, the cyclists go really fast, and so you probably hit one. And then here, I'm gonna bonk intentionally into this trainer, so that when I get to the next one, I can just run straight past him.
Yeah, my current PB actually hit this trainer coming up. Because I hadn't had time to learn this strategy or relearn it. If you just go straight fast, you just hit her every time.
It's the ranger. that you hit the bottom guy.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl.
It's a guy, I'm pretty sure. I remember he has a golder. That's about all I remember about him.
Yeah, and that's one of the fights where you could potentially get the Dust Cloud Trainer thing to happen. But you would still have to fight both of them, but you would just end up fighting them individually.
You could skip one, can you?
No, because after you fight,
and then the guy, and then the other one would see you.
So I got the range there, and then Shadow Ball, critical. Doesn't actually matter that you crit there, because I'm just gonna kill it with Earthquake. So yeah, this can just be a 3-turn fight, like it is. If you've missed the Vibrava, it can be annoying, but this was good.
This fight's particularly bad with Embor. It's like quite hard to. You lose quite a lot of turns. Whereas with excadrill, you just kind of Earthquake and everything dies.
There are a bunch of double battles. This game's pretty heavy on the double battles, so having things like Earthquake and Rock Slide is just really good for. This is where excadrill probably saves the most time.
Unfortunately, he didn't use Shadow Ball there, so I had to take another turn.
And this is the area we were talking about earlier on, where you'd have to fight another double battle if you were playing Black2.
Yeah, I think if you were doing a task, it might be faster to play Black2, because you could just kind of Dust Cloud skip the individual trainers on some of the double battles or something, and you could just make those faster. And there's actually a lot less movement in that game.
Individually?
I don't know, because I don't know if you could actually skip them in that game, based off like the ranges of the trainers.
So here, this Unpheasant almost always uses Taunt turn 1, but wow, it didn't. Okay, nice. So I can set up 2
that's so good.
And it didn't use Detect when I attacked it. Wow, this fight. Okay, now I've just got to get a 7 and 8 range on Samurott. Wow, it uses Taunt turn 1 like 90% of the time. So
yeah, but before Drillbur Banip, there's a good chance that you wouldn't have been faster for this fight, and you just can't win pretty much.
Missed it.
Oh no.
That's alright, he just heals it.
Would be really bad if he didn't heal, because he'd be in Torrent and one-shot you.
Yeah.
Well, kill you.
This is a pretty nice movement section along the beach. Get the max ether. It's for later on. Then I got to be right at the top here. Oh, whoops. See, you want to be right at the top because then you don't do that step there.
Cabalion skip.
Yep.
These guys talk forever though.
And because I only got 1 Aqua Jet, I don't need to heal. So that's nice. Usually you have to Rock Slide and Earthquake Samurott because you don't have the +2, and then you get Aqua Jet twice. And he can actually kill you with 2 Aqua Jets if he gets really high ranges.
I mean, Crafted already has quite the beast, Red Chocobo.
Yeah, so...
In some variants of the Embor route you used to catch Terrakion, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to use the Master Ball on anything in this. Oops. So now I've got another double battle with you. This Cryogonal can be annoying if you miss it because it has reflect. It usually does light screen though, if anything, so yeah, I'll just hit it though. There we go, nice. And Samurott just encoring uselessly, as usual.
This is probably the worst fight for Samurott being not very helpful.
Yeah. At least he aqua jetted there.
Yeah, he'll aqua jet when something's in range of it, but otherwise he's pretty likely to just waste time with Encore.
Yeah.
Particularly bad if he you have to heal when this Garbodor's out because he just hits it with Aqua Jet and it activates its ability and then that takes forever.
So now I've got my final moveset with Swords Dance here. Swords Dance does +2 instead of +1. Doesn't give you the accuracy boost though, but +2 is more important. +2 in attack, that is. So here I have to wait a second. If you go as fast as possible there and get that candy, you'll just talk to the trainer. So don't want to do that.
Yeah, okay, but Encore is a good move in the right hands. I mean, he just doesn't know how to use it properly.
So here I'm going to heal and use the 2 Carbos and that rare candy. And yeah, as I said before, those Carbos and candy are for outspeeding Drayden's Flygon and Floatzel in Marlin's gym. If I'd got experience from spinners, I could have delayed the candy a little bit, which would have given me an extra level for the triple battle coming up, which helps a little bit with the range. But since I didn't hit any, just use it there.
I think you can also get that experience by killing Samurott on that double battle as well, can't you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that gives you enough as well, but that is really unlikely.
Yeah, it's really rare.
Because you only use one Earthquake.
Yeah, I was considering a strat where you deliberately Swords Dance to kill it, but it's just slower.
Yeah. It's better just to go for the range. I think it's 11 and 16 range without the extra level. And then it's guaranteed with.
So Shopping Mall 9, where it's the only place in the game where you can actually get X items is to the west of here, but that's a big detour, and you have Sword Stance and really good speed, so you don't need it.
It is actually really close, because you can buy Carbos there and you don't have to pick up the other Carbos. And it does help on the triple battle here, but it's probably just a bit slow.
Right, having X items would help for Marshall in the Elite Four, but it's faster just to not buy them and then just, if you die, then die and revive, because it's really quick reviving in this game. because for that fight you would need like a guard spec and an X attack to die, because you actually want +1, you don't want +2 there if you're doing that strat. So here you can choose between fighting the guy on the left who is defensive and then the guy on the right who's offensive. So we choose this one. I can't even remember what the other guy has, but this one's faster.
I think it's
the
like
same
actually
Pokemon but different
fainting,
move sets.
Oh right.
So I
And
think
they're like
the Fracture has
too.
Fracture has, I think, substitute and protect and things like that, because you had to fight the girl on the left with Embor for some reason, I think.
Yeah, and her Druddigan has swagger. You just fight the guy on the left because the guy on the right just does too much damage to Embor. It just destroys you. I think some of these have rivalry, which means like they have really boosted attack against a female.
Then here you can either go left for a rotation battle or right for a triple battle, and we're going to go right because triple battle's faster.
Yeah, this is like the best battle in any Pokemon game.
So I'm going to switch Excadrill to second. So he's in the middle. That means he can hit everything with Earthquake.
Yeah, literally everything.
The boosted experience is because Excadrill's holding the lucky egg, so it gets 50% more experience.
So here I have to hope they kill Pidove while I'm using Swords Dance, because I can't kill Pidove with Earthquake. Right, they got Psyduck. Hit Pidove. Okay, good. That's definitely high enough for Drayden, so I don't need to check my HP. Earthquake. And I took them all down. Druddigon is actually a range, but it's pretty likely.
If you don't deposit Pignite, you can have a situation where you just kill 5 enemies. Well, 3 enemies and 2 of your slaves at the same time, which is pretty cool, but you just have to settle for killing 3 things.
Alright, so Drayden's not really scary, but I have actually lost multiple runs to getting crit here by Revenge, which is just really unlikely. So yeah, it's not worth saving or anything. He doesn't usually go for Revenge.
Yeah, you've been pretty unlucky with dying on some of these fights.
Oh my god,
really
Revenge.
not that likely to die.
He didn't crit, good. And then, yeah, Haxorus can't kill me from this HP, so probably Dragon Dance. Because Haxorus still outspeeds you. The Carbos gives you 46 here for the Flygon. I mean, the Candy gives you 46, and then the Carbos gives you 106 speed. Flygon has 105. But then
thankfully
this still outspeeds.
Thankfully Haxorus' moveset is completely useless.
Yeah.
It's similarly terrible in Black, White 1 too, which is... The only good moveset is the Iris's one.
So 7 badges.
Like that Haxorus' moveset is actually like Dragon Dance and Dragon Tail. That's his main attacking move. So he boosts his speed and then uses a move with negative priority.
this gym, they don't give you a quick way of getting out. You have to just go down this normally. Also, I'm glad we play White2 because the music's better here than in Black2.
Oh yeah, this whole city's completely different between the games.
Yeah.
Where is it? Was that just in the original? I can't even remember.
It's in this as well.
Yeah, it's like that in both.
Okay.
Yeah, the white is just a lot better, the white version. It doesn't really make sense it being all modern and then having like ancient dragons as the theme of the gym.
So now Team Plasma is going to freeze this city.
Yeah, like they are actually quite vicious. Some of this stuff.
They don't mess around.
Yeah, I do like how they're actually quite serious at taking over the world and destroying everything. None of this like just like coming into Silphco and occupying it. No, we're just gonna shoot everything with ice.
Excadrills can't do anything here. I mean, if I tried my excadrill, it could probably do something, I reckon. With Iron Head.
I believe in it.
I mean, it's 31 IV attack. Adamant nature, you know. Could break this ice easily.
Yeah, super effective. First kind of real gauntlet coming up.
Yeah, you have to fight all these grunts before you can fight Zinzin. I'll check my PP here, but it's probably fine. Yeah, 8 iron heads. Need 7. PV management isn't really tight in this section, but it will be coming up soon. And 4 earthquakes.
Yeah, Drayden free heals you here.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go and make some lunch, but I'll be watching the run.
Alright, see you
later.
later.
Good luck, Crafted.
Thanks. Don't need sandstorm. Can get the same boost from Sand Force by just swords dancing.
Does this Weezing coming up have explosion? Because I can't remember ever seeing it use it.
Yeah, it usually uses double hit. I think it does have explosion though. Yeah, I think I've got explosion before. Yeah, my notes say heal to 46 HP, so I guess that's for explosion.
Maybe we'll see it here.
No, just crit it. Okay.
I guess that's the best possible outcome.
Yep. So I'm gonna switch
Now you
back
probably...
because after this fight I get a free heal. So I don't want Pidove to be in front after that.
Oh, there you go. Self-destruct, not explosion. Do you need to Pidove to die at some point though because of the double battle, or do you just let it die in the battle later?
Well, I keep both my slaves alive for Marlon, because you might need them both alive for that. And then for the double fight, I just use Sword Stance, and then hopefully they kill it. And then that guarantees the range.
Okay, it is explosion.
Alright.
Garth was wrong.
Free heal here. Drayden's gonna do a speed run getting this.
It's probably about an hour from here to the end of the run.
Yeah, there's only one more gym, but then we gotta beat Team Plasma, which takes a while.
This Absol would have been a range, I think, with an on minute sometimes, but...
Yeah, Minute Joba helps a lot. Always getting Adamant Nature and 31 IVs. I guess the Undella Rival would be bad with worse defense, like Samurott would 2-hit you.
Yeah, that fight is just terrible without anything but Manip Driller.
Yeah.
Even with a Manip Driller, if you do late Driller and don't have the extra experience, it's actually almost impossible to win.
Yeah, didn't you time that late Drillbur was like a minute slower doing Minip or something?
Yeah, it's like the same speed to Skylar, but then you lose so much time just from being lower leveled in Drayden Split, I think. Because you have to fight a trainee, I think, to get the experience for the rival.
Oh wow. So now we've got some pretty cool music. The Marine Tube. Don't get to hear
Just gotta
much
watch out for the NPC who blocks you sometimes.
Yeah. Didn't get me this time. Yep, Sand Force. It helps for one fight. This game actually does have Route 10 music. If you talk to some guy, they play it for you. But it has Route 23 music, which is good.
Yeah, so here's the fight where the car boss helps most.
Yeah. Otherwise you take a load of damage and have to heal. This gym's got nice music. So on this fight, the Golduck is a 7 and 8 range, and it has pretty bad moveset. It can either hit you, meaning you have to heal, or it will use Soak. And if it uses Soak, then you don't one-hit the Starmie, which is pretty bad. So hopefully it just dies. Yep, good.
I think that's a harder range in challenge mode. I'm not sure. It's nice in this normal mode. There's not too many hard ranges anywhere.
Yeah. Alright, time for Marlon. Now Marlon can be like really easy or really difficult. I just need to get either flinch turn 1 or he uses Shell Smash turn 1. Then it's basically free if that happens. If he uses Scold, then I'll probably have to die and revive. Shell Smash, perfect. So with the reduced defense I can kill with Iron Head. And then this Wailord, because I'm at full health, he seems to always go, well not always, but most of the time go for Amnesia. So I'll set up a Sword Stance. And yeah.
Thankfully Caracosta is ridiculously slow, so you outspeed it even at +2.
Yeah. So that was a perfect fight. Do not need drill run. Made up time on PB. Yeah, my PB there, I got the flinch on Caracosta, but I also crit it, so he healed it, which wasted a bit of time. But still better than getting Scold. Because you basically, if you get Scold there, you die unless you can flinch both Wailord and Jellicent.
Scold also is 100% to burn, so...
Yeah. And if it burns, then you have to die. So now we've got all the badges, but we've still got to defeat Team Plasma before we can go to the Elite Four.
Yeah, there's only really about 3 or 4 enemies at this stage of the game, with all the car bosses we use that outspeed us. It's because you're mainly so over-leveled from Lucky Egg. The Emboar struggles a lot more, particularly against Insulin.
Yeah, Excadrill is much better late game.
Yeah, to just skip Terrakion here.
Yep. So now I'm going to surf and get water spots on the water, which are pretty bad. So here's a spinner, but she didn't get me, but it actually doesn't matter if she gets you there, because if she does, you can just skip this guy, because you can go around her. She has one more Pokemon, but this guy takes more movement, so it's like the same time. So it doesn't really matter whether she gets you or not.
This is just slightly better because you only have to use one move to kill.
Yeah.
Just for ease of PP management.
Yeah. And then
amazing Gen 5 serve theme.
Yeah, right there I've actually had 2 runs where I've got a water spot right in front of me, meaning that I go into it and then that guy, because he moves while you're getting the encounter, he hits me. That's happened to 2 runs, which is pretty unlikely.
Rip the Dust Cloud skip there as well.
Yeah, this is one of the places where you can get the Dust Cloud skip. And because I could save an Earthquake on Marlon, because I didn't have to Earthquake Caracosta, I don't have to Max Ether yet.
Just gotta hope for no water spot in this section here.
Yeah, this section, if you get one, like even if you see it before you run into it, there's no way to get around it.
Somehow Marlon gets onto the ship. So now I've got a load of Team Plasma fights. This one's just pretty standard. I think this Watchdog was a range without Minute. And I don't think you could Iron Head this Garbodor. Don't know if Watchdog was a range with Earthquake, but it definitely was with Iron Head.
Oh right, maybe that's what it was. So now I'll use the Max Ether on Earthquake, since I've run out.
Pretty hard to route these double battles coming up because they're just quite a lot of different RNG involved.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do on this one is take out the Golbat on the right, and then he's going to send in 2 poison types, which are just going to die to Earthquake. Well, one of them's already in. It's a Viper. So Samurott will probably be useless here. Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. Alright, so since he's below healing range, he's going to heal here. So I will use Earthquake. If he wasn't going to heal, I would use Iron Head and risk the range. So I wouldn't kill him and waste time. Because even if I missed the range, he would probably, well, he would maybe finish it off. Yeah, since he healed, I can just Earthquake and he won't die. But it's really slow if he dies. You do get more experience though, because the experience is split between you and the partner, even if it's not your Pokemon.
Yeah, that fight's kind of weird because it's almost faster just a Rock Slide, even though it doesn't like do as much damage, just because you don't have to watch Samurott's HP go up and down.
Yeah.
And this puzzle is completely different in Black 2. Like the 2 plasma ships here and then the one later are swapped around. So in White 2, this puzzle's in the second ship.
So you have to fight this trainer to get the card to enter the password, but the password is actually based on your trainer ID, so we don't have to go and, because I think normally you go around and like get bits of the password or whatever.
Yeah, you're supposed to get hints from all the plasma grunts in here, but
yeah, but because it's the same, it's based on the trainer ID, and because we do the manip at the start, we always have the same trainer ID, so it will always be the same password. And if you didn't know, it would probably be faster to just like guess anyway than find it out, because there's only a few options there can be.
yeah, when you do like randomizers of this game, you kind of just guess the password. It's only 5 different options.
So mine's 9909, which is a pretty quick one. The slower ones are like Reshiram and Zekrom.
Isn't 9 the fastest number?
Is it? Well, 9. It's
9 is like further from 0, but it's closer to the OK button.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Can you get all the other numbers, or is it just certain numbers?
It's 2. I think it's just 2 and 7.
Alright.
2, 7, and 9.
So it's pretty easy to guess. You don't know. Okay.
Some sources say that it can be Kyurem, but it can't. It's only Reshiram, Zekrom, and then the members.
Alright. That makes sense. You haven't seen it yet. So that was nice in taking that out with Aquatail. Hopefully he does the same on this. Nice. Then I'm going to Earthquake here, and the Weavile is a range, but hopefully Hugh takes it out if I don't get it. I almost killed him. Nice. Good. If you kill him there, it's really slow, because he sends in a Simi Sage, and that dies to Weavile, so he dies twice.
Another nice cutscene here that's not too long, just long enough to have a rest.
Yeah. They got the cutscenes right in this game, I think. Not
You
too
don't have to
long.
mash through them either.
Yeah. There's not too many.
Like you can actually, yeah. Just about right, yeah. And the cutscenes are actually interesting things in them. Apart from the movie.
Yeah.
But that doesn't count.
So now, this is the last time we use Fly. Only have to use it twice, but it's still worth getting.
Yeah, since you have to get 3 things for the triple battle anyway, might as well get a Fly Slave.
Luckily that shaking grass tile wasn't in my way.
Still no shaking grass trolls yet this run, which is
Yeah.
quite lucky.
It's quite hard to see them on the bike, because you're going quite fast. But you can hear
Especially
them.
the grass tiles.
Yeah. The cave tiles you can react to as long as they're not right in front.
Yeah, the biggest problem with the cave tiles is the later rooms in Victory Road, because they're short rooms, and so you get lots of chances for new spawnings.
And then there's the dark room where you can't see anything.
Just missed that one.
Yeah. So I went outside there, by the way, to set my escape rope warp point for later. This weezing can explode. It's good if it does. No, done with it. Get some max revives here. These are useful because on the Elite Four, on Marshall, you're very likely to die and have to revive, so the max revives come in handy.
This double battle coming up is really nice with Excadrill. Earthquake saves a lot of time here.
Yeah, since I didn't die to Marlon, I've got both my slaves alive, So I have to hope that they kill Pidove, and I'll set up a sword stance while they do, so I guarantee a range on Scrafty. But sometimes they can troll and just not kill Pidove for like 2 turns. It's annoying. Avoided it.
Didn't that Pidove avoid an attack earlier in the run as well?
Did
it's
it?
Like mirror shot, it avoided in the PWT.
Oh yeah. Alright, okay, it died eventually, so...
It has too high of an evasion, IV.
Yeah. Alright. Then Golbat and Scrafty come out. So I'm gonna Iron Head the Scrafty here. Then he's gonna send in something, a Whirlipede, which is also weak to Rock Slide, so I can just Rock Slide them both. So I can actually, because I've got enough PP actually to do this strat where I don't elixir here, and then I do it after the next fight. So here, this is like a pipe maze, and you can do it without having to dodge any spinners at all, like this. I think people used to do it in a way where you'd have to dodge one spinner.
I never used to do that. I don't know if Garfield... He definitely did used to do that. I don't know if he did that because it was faster, and it is faster to do that, or if he just didn't know that you could dodge the spinners.
Well, I would definitely rather skip dodging a spinner than save a couple of seconds.
It's only about 2 or 3 seconds saves.
Yeah. Get the max elixir there. Usually I'd have to use it right away, but I actually don't, because I've got enough PP for this fight, and so I can just do this fight and then elixir after and save the max elixir for the Elite Four. Alright, you did it because it was faster, yeah. I just don't like dodging spinners.
Yeah, they're really bad. I would avoid any I could, ever. Even if it's like 10 seconds, I would probably do it.
Yeah.
Although that one isn't so bad because I think it's only got one Pokemon.
So yeah, by doing this strat I save super effective text here. And I also can use Iron Head a couple of extra times in the Elite Four, which is a shorter name than Earthquake. So, saves a little bit of time to do it like this. So I will elixir now. Oh yeah, that's something actually I never mentioned. In this game they introduced a way where when your repel runs out, you can just say, yeah, I want to use another one. So what we do is we just use one as soon as we get max repels, and then just say yes to refreshing the repel for the whole rest of the game. And that's just faster than using one when you need it. So now
yeah,
we've got
thankfully we
everyone's
have
favourite
plenty
theme.
of money. No, I don't actually like this theme that much. It's
Everyone
alright,
seems
but
to like
I don't think it's the best theme. Everyone seems to think it is. Controversial opinions.
I like the gym leader theme better. So there's a couple of flinches that are useful on this, because this Magneton and then the Magnet Zone have got sturdy, and then the Kling Klang's got a air balloon. So you gotta hit them once with something before you can kill them. Okay, I got flinch there. It's nice.
Thankfully we're a ground type, otherwise they would always use Thunder Wave. And why does Chorus have to have this sweet air balloon?
Yeah. Yeah, shift gear. Asia uses shift gear twice. Yep. Now we learn Fissure, which don't want. Earthquake's way better. So that's the stolen purloin.
Used to be a Purloin, but it's now a Leopard.
Yeah. And then here, you don't quite have enough Earthquakes to Earthquake all these Pornards. So I'm gonna have to Ironhead one twice.
I don't remember that being a thing.
It is a thing because Colress has 5 Pokemon and then there's 6 Pornards. So you can't, there's no way of having enough PP.
These shadow treehead people are super like scary looking on the overworld, but they're just terrible at battling.
Yeah, none of them are threatening at all. This one has an Aselgor, which has me first, which can be pretty annoying because you're using Iron Head, so he can actually flinch you with your own Iron Head.
It's kind of a kick in the teeth, really.
Yeah.
If that happens.
Now just Giga Drain this time. On this ice, if you buffer the next direction, you don't bonk. Oh. Get through the door. So now we're going to get a lot of cutscenes here, so sit back and enjoy.
These are actually good cutscenes, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying that you have to do a little bit, like one bit of mashing in between the two cutscenes, so.
Yeah, otherwise you have quite a bit of time to do something. I like how they used End's Bridge music here. Yeah, the cutscenes look better if you have the actual DS screens, like one above the other. Alright, so Jets has made this really powerful legendary. Don't know how we're going to defeat it. Seems pretty tough to beat.
I'm worried I just like normal, non-legendary Pokemon will struggle a bit.
Yeah. I mean, this fight might be tough. Yeah, let's, I think, go for Iron Head.
It kind of looks like it's only like might be weak to.
Oh, it just died. Oh wow. Okay. But yeah.
Would have been more hype if it lived.
Yeah. It's actually got a very small chance of living if it has a plus defense nature, because its stats are random, and then like high IVs, and then you get a bad damage roll. It can actually live. And the only time that's ever happened to me was on my very first run of this game. But luckily I had enough HP to survive. Alright, hopefully no protect here. Damn. Alright, so I lose an Earthquake PP, which kind of sucks, because in this section PP's pretty tight. So I've got to change my strats a bit to make up for that Earthquake.
That annoying Electros. Have to rock slide.
Yeah, you have to rock slide that, 'cause it has levitate.
It's alright, this is gonna be like, what was it, like 6th or 7th try Drillbur world record?
Yeah. That was pretty bad on Drillbur. That's the worst by far it's ever been with this steed. I hope I don't have to find a new one.
It'd be interesting to keep track of a seed over a long time, because I've never done runs long enough to keep track of it changing at all, but I think it can kind of change over time.
Worsters just seem to be always good. Like his Drillbur seed.
The hacker though.
Alright, so now I'm going to use the escape rope that I bought way back. This is really slow to get out of here. Then I go to the warp point I set earlier. So now coming up is like the second bit of where there's a lot of spinners. So there's 4 spinners to dodge.
Yeah, this is by far the hardest part of spinner dodging in the game.
Alright. Okay, that's 1. That guy just does a set pattern, so you just gotta wait for him to do his thing. So 3 more spinners.
There's 2 rare candies you can pick up in Victory Road around here, but you just skip them because everything dies anyway.
Yeah. And you actually don't want to be higher level for Marshall, because you'll put him in heal range. so not quite as much with the badge checks as there is in the black and white one. But you do get this thing falling down.
Quite eccentric, this.
Yeah. Yeah, how they did the music in Black and White 1 was really cool, with it like building up as he went through the badge checks.
I think it's the next spinner that always gets me. It's actually quite hard to dodge this girl, because although it's actually, you can just pass her whichever way, you want to be on the right tile after her, because going through that doorway is kind of, there's an optional.
Yeah.
And that always puts me off for this spinner.
Oops. It's hard to do that. Alright. That's the second one. Then you have to be careful with that movement there, because that guy has got like range all the way to the top. So I had to be careful there. Okay, that's 3.
That was pretty nice. Are we? I think we're spinnerless. No, we hit the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Although that is probably the hardest spinner to dodge, because you have to pass 3 times and you're walking while running.
So the last spinner is right here, and we got past her. Cool. So
outside of the time and zero trolling, this run's actually been really good, and
yeah.
Elisa, and I guess.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's really unlucky. Dust cloud spawned right in front of me.
Oh, the classic, the classic. Yeah, Victory Road's the place where it's most likely to happen, just because there's so many different runs.
Right, I only lost 1 earthquake, so I can still Ironhead Sword twice. Don't have to rock slide. It's nice to flinch this, because this does a lot of damage if he hits you, but he usually goes for bulk up anyway, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I flinched, nice. So here I'm going to do a different strat, because I lost that earthquake. Instead of Ironhead and then earthquake, earthquake, going for the ranges, I'm going to swords dance. Then earthquake this, and then just Ironhead the other 2. And then they're guaranteed because of the swords dance. Alright, last fight with Hugh. So he can use Swagger here, which will be annoying, waste like a turn healing it. Hopefully just uses Facade. Yep, good. Oh wow, critical. It's alright though, I'll just hit these rock slides and everything.
Well, that's quite low.
Yep.
Sorry, you got revives.
Yeah.
The nice thing about this late game is you don't really even need many, if any, safety saves. Because it's just...
Yeah, you can just
have
revive.
revives.
So I want to save an Iron Head here, so I'm going to Rock Slide. Okay, good. I hit. I want to save an extra just in case I get bulk up. Alright, time for the Elite Four. And in this game you can fight them in any order. I'm actually going to fight the hardest Elite Four member first, because if you fight him later then you have extra levels and you put his Pokemon in heal range. So you want to do him first. I'm also at really low HP, but that doesn't actually matter. I can just go in with this and it's the same as going in with like any HP really.
It's just the difference between healing now and healing a bit later. You just revive and heal at the same time, which is better.
Yeah. So basically there's 3 chances to flinch here, and I have to get them all basically, not to die.
I reckon you're
So
gonna
here's
get
the first
2
one.
flinches.
I got 1. And no, didn't get that one. So just revive here. It's faster than like going and buying like the X items needed not to die. Faster just to revive. Then I get all my HP back as well. And there's one more flinch I can get here. Nope. One out of 3, that's decent.
So long as he doesn't crit the brick break there, you're alright.
Yeah. So I'm going to do Grimsley next, because Grimsley always uses Fake Out turn 1, and I want to use an Elixir, so I could just use that free turn to Elixir. Or Max Elixir in this case.
Yeah, with excadrill it's really just a case of minor optimizations as to which order you do the rest of these guys in. There's no real like HP manip that you have to do.
Oh, there we go. And sword sounds. But yeah, the rest of the Elite Four is pretty easy. Marshall was the only hard one, really.
Yeah, it's pretty much just champion left that could be a problem.
Yeah. There could be like minor time losses, like Will-O-Wisp, but nothing major. But I have enough HP, so I'll go into Chantel next. If I had low HP, I would do Caitlyn, because there's a chance on Caitlyn, even though I've never got it, there is a chance that she uses Reflect turn 1, and basically gives you an extra turn to heal. Apparently that can happen.
Yeah, excadrill's so strong though, if you use his Reflect, you still just kill everything through the Reflect after like one sword stance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Shadow Ball. My in-game time is going to be so much lower than my real time.
Can probably get like a sub 320 IGT.
I've got to hit a rock slide here, because this Drift Blim's got Aftermath. And it's just better to risk the rock slide. Oh wow. Alright, hit this turn. Good. Yeah, see, it doesn't do much to you, so it's better to just risk the rock slide and take the Aftermath damage. Because I would have died from there, I think, from the Aftermath. Alright, so Caitlyn last. The easiest Elite Four member. Because her lead literally can't hit you unless you're asleep. Its only attacking move is Dream Eater. And the only way it can put you to sleep is Yawn, which takes 2 turns.
Yeah, you literally have to misclick to take damage on this fight, pretty much.
Yeah. Caitlyn only has Metagross in Challenge Mode, not in this one. Oh my god. The Reflect turn 1.
Cool.
So that gives me a free heal. I've never got that before, but that's absolutely fine. Wow. So now I don't have to heal before Iris. Oh wait,
Before crit burn
237.
flamethrower.
237. Yeah, I won't heal. That's fine. Maybe.
Are you gonna save Iris or?
No, I mean I've got a slave alive, so if I die, I can just revive.
I'm always really scared of Iris, but I've literally never died to it, so I've never died, I've never seen anyone die except in challenge mode.
Yeah, in challenge mode it's a bit harder, but in this, the worst I've got is just crit burn, which I blame you for.
That was pretty funny. I didn't mean to do that. Iris is probably the most controversial champion.
Oh, didn't need to
Everyone
use an
agrees
extra
that
attack.
Alder is terrible. Yeah, outside of the manip resets, this would have been a really good run.
Yeah, the only bad things were like Elisa dying twice and then Charles dying once.
Yeah, Charles.
No spinners.
Elisa was the
apart from
only
first.
bad. Elisa was the only really bad thing outside of resetting.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Let's see how much this does. I might heal on Aggron if it does a lot.
Yeah, pre-manip, this Hydreigon could be a problem because it might do over half, but with good stats, it always does less than half.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna heal on Aggron. Because, yeah, this is guaranteed dead by Haxorus. So if you're like in range to kill, if it's like a damage range for her to kill you with Haxorus, she probably just uses Dragon Dance. But since it's guaranteed, here I'm gonna heal. He's just gonna use Automize, and then I still outspeed because he's slow. So now Haxorus is guaranteed. Well, I think it can use Earthquake, but it's basically guaranteed to use Dragon Dance. And the funny thing is, it could kill me, like if it attacked after the Dragon Dance, but it just doesn't. He just heals it. She just heals it. And yeah, because you broke the Focus Sash, you can kill it after that.
Thankfully, the healing AI is 100% consistent. It always heals and doesn't attack you.
Yeah. So.
And that's pretty much GG.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see quite how far ahead the IGT is.
Yeah.
Alright guys, let me know what the signal is for the time.
Okay.
I think it's just on the fade out from when the in-game time disappears, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when it's completely faded out.
So I heard that getting Drillbur was a bit of an adventure.
Yep. I got pretty unlucky there.
Pretty decent time then, considering that, I think.
Yeah, considering that, and then the reset at the start. 316 in game. Yeah.
The late game was actually really good. Wow, that's more than 10 minutes.
So I got 327.22, not including the resets at the start. What time did you get?
3:31:17.
Yeah, so about 4 minutes of resets at the start.
Yeah, it's still easily underestimate, even with all of that really bad luck.
Yeah.
Alright, well, congrats, Crafted, on the run. I think we're going to start getting transitioned over to the next run, which is Baton Pass.